Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ice back again, and this is an interesting story. I actually first heard about it from another YouTuber named Alpha Omega Sin. I've mentioned him before. And I thought this would be an interesting story to discuss, to talk about. This girl gamer, this video game reviewer, has been online, or harassed online, I would say, or I should say, by trolls and whatnot, and she, instead of taking the usual, like, don't let it bother you approach, she decided to do something about it by contacting these trolls' mothers. All the kids and teenagers who send her messages or even death threats, which I don't really know why you'd want to send her a death threat or whatever, or anyone really a death threat over a video game, but basically all these things where people are just like, oh, I'm gonna rape you, or I'm gonna kill you, or go kill yourself, or all these things that people say to be mean to her or whatever. And so she decided to find out their parents or their mother's names and phone them and be like, yo, your kid is threatening to rape me and kill me and whatever. And this is a hilarious story. Now, how do I phrase this? It's nice that someone actually gives a damn to put the trolls in their place, but this isn't something I'd ever do. Because I have the mindset of I don't give a fuck about pretty much everything in life. Nothing really bothers me too much. Well, except, stupid people and Ubisoft and all that crap. But, but just in general, like, I get so much, like, personally, I get so much insults and people, bitching and moaning about me on YouTube, on wherever. Hell, even that, even if it was Tristan or not, the guy on the Xbox 360 who I've shown videos of with all those random messages where he's like, you're a fag, you're a Nazi, the British suck, you're a loser, blah, blah, blah. I don't fucking care. There's no point in me trying to tell his mother what I did, or what he did to me, because it's not going to do anything. Now, if someone had phoned me and was like, hey, your kid is trash-talking me online, I'd be like, so? They used words. Shake it off. It's just letters of the alphabet. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't do anything. See, now, not everyone's like me, though. I'm a strong-willed person where words don't really affect me. They don't bother me. They don't, get under my skin and upset me. I simply don't fucking care if someone wants to be a bitch or insult me. But either way, man, I would have been hilarious if that, way back when if Xavier had messed with her instead. That would have been hilarious. But either way, so she phones these kids or teens' parents and complains, saying, your kid threatened to rape me, threatened to kill me, or whatever. And, I mean, I don't even know. I'm guessing she's in the States somewhere, and the other people were probably in the States too, or whatever. But either way, you could be across the fucking country. Like you honestly think they're gonna come and find you. But anyway, it says here, it's a story as old as, well, the internet. A woman is a video game journalist. She receives rape and death threats. The end. But in a delightful new take on the old story, that said video game journalist has reached out to the mothers of her harassers, just to let them know that their sons are up to. Or what their sons are up to. She reviews games for, Australian radio stations. Well, that's kind of surprising. Usually the Australians are the ones being rude and insulting. But anyway. She also has her own YouTube channel. She has received a number of threats on Twitter and Facebook simply because this is a well-informed assumption she's a woman. You know how many people get death threats and everything? Platinum Games! They were being threatened when Bayonetta 2 was revealed to be a Wii U exclusive. People were saying, oh, you betrayed us, you traitors, go die, blah, blah, blah. Does Platinum Games care? No. Now, I don't want to get on her case, because I don't have any issue with her. But, I totally just lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah, the whole thing about it's because she's a woman. Is there any actual proof, or in any of these threats, because I don't think that they listed any, does it actually say, go kill yourself because you're a woman? Because plenty of guys, whether it's in the video game industry or anywhere in life, get harassed and get told to go kill yourself or whatever. And as for the whole raping thing, you know, again, this is not really a good example, but in video gaming, or in gaming, I should just say, you know how many times people will be like, oh, you got raped, or, oh, I got fucking raped, when they, you know, if you're playing a team game like, say, Halo, and you destroy the other team, no resistance, they just got their asses kicked, then you're like, oh, I raped you, and then it doesn't mean anything, it's fine, whatever. Or if you got your ass kicked, then you're like, ah, I fucking got raped. It doesn't mean anything. These are just words. People need to learn to relax, to shrug it off, to not give a shit about words. It's a way of communication. A word is not a physical thing that can hurt you. I mean, if you have a low willpower or a weak willpower, then you can get all depressed or whatever. And that's not really something you can control. It just comes down to each individual person having a different tolerance and whatever. But my point is, for her, it's an interesting story, and it's a good thing to kind of try and put trolls in your place. But this really is kind of, what's the word? Redundant, irrelevant. I mean, you're going to stop, what, 4 or 5, who knows how many threats you've got, you know, a handful of trolls when there's still billions of them out there. So it's really not going to accomplish much. And I don't know how much the mothers would actually care to hear that their kids had trash-talked online, especially since there's a lot of kids out there where their parents are well aware of them swearing and, you know, having temper tantrums and throwing hissy fits and being violent and whatnot. They just don't care. So, I don't know. That's all I need to say in this video. I don't want to go on and on about it, but it was an interesting story, and it's nice to see that some people want to kind of deflect away the trolls. For me, I wouldn't care enough to try and get rid of trolls. It's kind of like the common cold. There's never going to be a cure for it. You're never really going to get rid of them. So, it's best. It's like if you have a bully. It's best just to not give a fuck. If they insult you, just be like, alright, that's nice. Have a good day. Just don't give a fuck. Don't get pissed. Don't give them any reaction. Or you could just be like, give them sarcasm. Just be like, oh, that's a good insult. Did you come up with it all by yourself? Seriously, there's no reason to get all pissed off or upset about what anyone in the planet says to you. There just isn't. But anyway, I'm Original Blood Ace as always. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon, as always.